Tonight, Danny Thomas presents the second edition of The Wonderful World of Burlesque with Danny's guests, Jerry Lewis, Shirley Jones, and his orchestra, and special guest star, Lucille Ball. Ladies and gentlemen, Danny Thomas.
Thank you. Thank you. Good evening. Thank you very much. Thank you. Welcome to the second edition of The Wonderful World of Burlesque. You know, after our first burlesque show, I got a few letters from some old-timers who were a little bit unhappy because I didn't mention their favorite comedians. Fellas like Al Reeves and Eugene and Willie Howard and Joe K. Watson, the great James Barton, and the wonderful Bert Lahr, who's still alive and doing great, thank the Lord. And if I've forgotten to mention anybody that's a favorite of yours out there, please write to me and we'll mention them on the third edition. I just couldn't remember everybody. You talk about forgetting, I almost forgot Bert Williams, the great Negro entertainer. Bert went on from burlesque to become one of the great stars of the Ziegfeld Follies. A very talented man. You young people in our audience wouldn't know about Bert, but he danced and he sang. He did wonderful pantomimes. I think Phil Harris has got a record out on one of the pantomimes that Bert used to do about the poker game. He said, keep your hands above the table when you're dealing, please, and don't be sticking the razors down between your knees. So that was the fellow that invented that thing. And he used to sing songs like Nobody. And he did another song about somebody, where somebody asked him to do a daring thing and he'd be famous for life. And he'd say, that's a mighty fine job for somebody. Somebody else, not me. So he'd do this song, and he would tell a story apropos of the song. He told a story about a young fellow from the deep south, a little hayseed from the country, and he came to the city and he got a job in the zoo feeding the animals. And one day he's feeding the hippopotamus, and the hippopotamus is moaning and groaning, he's in terrible pain, and he runs to the head keeper. He says, Mr. Keeper, that hippopotamus, he's screaming with pain. There's something wrong with him. Keeper said, I know, he's got a toothache. Now, you go on in there and find out which tooth it is. Yeah, I'm going to do that. It's very easy. You go in there, you put your hand in his mouth, and you tap his teeth till he comes to the one that's hurting him. He'll groan, and that's it. Say, you want me to put my hand? Fine job for somebody. I ain't gonna do that. He'll liable to eat me up. And the keeper said, don't be ridiculous. That hippopotamus is herbivorous. He said, I don't care if it's his bivorous. I ain't gonna do that. I don't care whose bivorous it is. I ain't gonna put my hand in his mouth. And the keeper said, what I mean, herbivorous, is that he doesn't eat meat. And he said, yeah, boss, but that ain't going to stop him from tasting it and spitting it out. Very good. So, my friends, we'd like to recreate for you moments of the wonderful days of burlesque. And we have some truly talented people to help us tonight. And our first star, the man who has been a star in every form of show business. And if he'd been around when burlesque was in its prime, believe me, he would have been the top banana. Ladies and gentlemen, Jerry Lewis. What are you doing? We're not doing that kind of burlesque. What do you mean? We're doing the old-fashioned burlesque here.
Oh, I thought this was hullabaloo.
A lovely lady, a rare combination of talent and beauty. Ladies and gentlemen, the adorable Miss Shirley Jones.
Yeah.
Danny, I really miss the old days of burlesque.
I'll say you missed them by about 30 years. But believe me, Shirley, it was burlesque lost and our gain. We're very happy to have you with us tonight.
Thank you, Danny.
Now, my friends, our special guest star. You know, in burlesque, they always had a very important person called the Talkin Lady. She was the one woman in the cast who worked in the sketches, did the blackouts with the comics, was out there getting laughs. And when you think of a woman who gets laughs, you think of only one. Miss Lucille Ball. Sure we're going to have a lot of fun tonight.
I'm sure we are, but you know, whenever I do a show like this, I'm always a little nervous.
Only a little nervous? You're lucky.
Oh, well, you know, especially when I'm working with a great singer.
Well, thank you, Lucy.
I meant Shirley. Of course, it's not easy being on stage with such a great actor.
Well, I do thank you.
I meant Jerry.
What?
And it's always a thrill working with an old-fashioned type comic who isn't afraid to stoop to pratfalls and baggy pants.
Thank you, Lucy.
I meant me.
Thanks, Frank. I'll buy that. We'll all be right back with the wonderful girl of Burlesque. Right after this message from Timex. Jerry, cut it out. Every time I make a date with that Morty Cottonlocker, he's late. Now, let's get inside before the girls get here.
No, I don't want to go inside because you're going to insult me again like you did the other time we went out.
I did not insult you.
Yeah, the other time we went out, you called me a half-wit in front of everybody.
You mean the night we were out with the Six Scores girls?
Yeah, that's right.
I didn't...
You called me a half-wit.
I did not. We walked into the restaurant with the girls, right?
Yeah.
And the head waiter said, "Who are these girls with?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Half of them is with me." And he said, "Who's the other half-wit?" And I said, "You." Now let's forget all about that. We're going to have a good time tonight.
Yeah, that was it. Now,
Good.
at least you explained.
Okay. Did you bring any money?
Did I bring any money?
Right.
We're going out with two beautiful girls to the best nightclub in town with a minimum $15 each, with a band, with booze and drinking and all that, and you asked me if I brought money.
Well, did you?
No, I don't have a dime. How much you got?
I got $1.
I'm getting the heck out of
Will
here.
you? Don't worry.
We can't go in there with
Stop
just
worrying. Look,
$1.
I know how we can eat, drink, have a good time, and not have to pay the check.
Yeah, yeah, sure. We declare war on the United States, we lose, and they pay the bill.
No. Look, we go inside.
Yeah.
We go inside. We get a table.
We get a table.
We eat.
We eat.
We drink.
We drink.
And then we dance.
We dance. Together?
No. Now, look. We eat, we drink, we dance, then we call for the check.
Then we call for the ambulance.
No! That's where my plan comes in. I say, I'll take it.
You say, you'll take it.
That's right. Then you say, no, I'll take it.
Then I say, no, I'll take it.
That's right. Then I say, I'll take it.
Then I say, I'll take it.
That's
then
right.
You take it. I'll take it. You take it. All right.
I'll take the check. Oh, you take the check. No one takes the check except everyone's check. No, and then we... Now, will you cut that out?
Then what happens then after that? What happens after we go? You
start the fight.
We fight? I don't want to fight you. You're my friend. I love
No!
We fight the waiter.
No! It's not a real fight, you half-wit.
Uh-huh.
No, we're... When you relax, look, it's not a real fight.
No.
You say, I'll take it. I say, you take it. And then I say, you give me that check or I'll punch you in the mouth.
Oh, I see. I see. And then I say, if you don't let me pay the check, I'll punch you amongst your nose.
You have to bring the nose in.
I didn't bring it in. It came in with you.
Now, when we start the fight, the waiter will say, all right, you guys, it's a high-class place. If you're going to fight, go out in the alley and fight. And when we get out in the alley, we run.
Oh, that's a good idea. And we leave the two expensive broads here?
Of course, it serves them right going out with a couple of cheap creeps like us.
Okay, here I go. Let's go. Hey, well, what happened to him?
That chiseler ran up a check of $75 and only had $74.98.
I'm getting the heck out of
Hi.
This is my girl, Trixie. This is my buddy, Morty.
How do you do?
Morty.
And this here is your... Gertie, I didn't even introduce you yet.
I know, but it saves a lot of time when you skip the formality.
Yes, my man. We would like a table. And, make it a good one.
Thank you, sir. Right this way,
Yeah.
sir.
What'd you do? Give him the dollar. Give him the last dollar.
Stop worrying. Don't forget. I'll pay, you pay.
I'll pay, you pay. You pay.
Well, take a look at the menu, kid. Well, Gertie, you seen anything you like?
Yeah, here.
I mean on the menu. Waiter, pick up the menu, will you?
That. Yeah, I don't want very much, but,
Okay, honey, what do you have?
well, I'm not very hungry, so I'll just have some soup and salad and a filet mignon and some potatoes, peas, and carrots, hot rolls and butter, and, oh, yes, a very large demi-tasse. I don't want any dessert. I want to save room in case we go for a snack later.
Oh, I'm getting out of here.
What are you going to have, Trixie?
Well, I'll have exactly the same as her, except instead of soup, I'll have tomato juice. Instead of salad, I'll have avocado. Instead of steak, I'll have roast beef. Instead of the potatoes, I'll have buttered noodles. Instead of the carrots and peas, give me spinach and broccoli. And instead of tea, I'll have coffee.
Oh, fine. And waiter, champagne for everybody.
Wow.
Champagne, are you out of your wig? I'm getting out of here.
Worry about nothing.
That's what I'm worried about. We got nothing.
Remember, I'll pay, you pay.
You pay, I'll pay. I'll pay, you pay. That's the way.
People walk around today. Isn't that just awful?
That's nothing. We were in here last night and we saw a really terrible thing.
Yeah, what'd you see?
A man was all and bleeding.
Yeah, and he didn't have enough money to pay his bill.
Now, his nose was broken in 3 places.
Don't say.
Oh, yes, I do say. And his eyes were all black and blue, and his throat was cut from ear to ear.
Was he hurt?
Was he hurt? Didn't you hear what he said? His nose was cut from ear to ear. His throat was black and blue. And you asked if he was hurt.
Wow, he must have been drunk and got out of line.
No, he came in here with a girl and he ordered a great big meal.
Yeah, and when the waiter handed in the check, he didn't have any money.
We're getting out of here.
Forget the plan.
You losing your marbles?
Please remember the plan. Remember, when I say I'll take it, you say I'll take it, and you say I'll take it.
I'll say you take it, I take it, you take it, then they fight
throw us
here.
out.
I know all
All right,
about it.
sit down. Stop it already. But I'm
Ah,
serious.
you gotta wind up in big trouble.
Don't worry.
Oh, I
Well,
love Shaq.
here's to a happy evening for everybody. Your check, sir.
Give me my seat.
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
No, I'll take it.
No, I'll take it.
No, I'll take
No,
it.
I insist I take it.
All right, you take it. Come on, girl. Yeah.
Oh, well, we might as well take the turkey.
Take the champagne.
He'll pay, I'll pay, he'll pay. The alley all cut up and he'll pay and so how's your family? How much is the check?
$80.
Yes, $80. Certainly, Michael, certainly. Oh, for heaven's sakes, my wallet must be in my coat. I'll get my coat.
I'll get it.
I'd appreciate it.
I'm never going to get out of there. I got to tell the truth, mister, so maybe have mercy. If I'll pay, you'll pay. Anywhere with the girl. And it's all good, I'm bleeding, and I don't know, we cooked, and I found it.
$80, and there's 100 for you and another 100 for the splendid service.
Sir,
Jack.
I want you to know, nobody ever gave me a tip like this before.
Really? Nobody ever gave me a coat like this either.
While they are changing the scenery, I would like to call your attention.
Just a moment, my good man. Just a moment. What do you mean while they're changing the scenery? I happen to be part of the scenery.
Oh, so that's what's wrong with it.
Now, wait a minute. Who are you to stand there and insult me?
Who do you have to be?
Hold it. If you want to sell something, do it at the proper time, not in the middle of my act.
Yeah, you're right. I should catch the audience while they're awake. Step up to Dutch Masters, a really fine cigar made from tobaccos married for mildness and flavor.
Oh, is that what you've been leading up to?
Yeah.
Well, why didn't you say so in the first place?
I'll say so in the first place, in the second place, and in the third place. Men, if you're looking for smoking pleasure, this is where you'll find it. Step up to Dutch Masters, a really fine cigar.
Well, I'll sing to that. Step up to Dutch Masters and smile, brother, smile.
Thank you very much. Broadway plays would often find new homes on the stages of burlesque theaters. The great burlesque comedians would take the fabulous Broadway hits and redo them as broad parodies. For example, White Cargo was a seething melodrama set in the hot, steaming jungles of the tropics. It was the story of two proper Englishmen and a tempestuous girl of the islands. At least that's the way it was on Broadway. When it got to burlesque, it looked like this.
Those infernal drums are mad. Beating, ever beating a man's brain out. Why don't you stop those drums? Stop those drums! His Majesty's ship the Dauntless out of Southampton, England. It brings a new assistant to aid me in this pestilence-ridden, snake-infested, bug-crawling jungle. I wonder who he is. I wonder what his name is. I wonder if he's funny.
I'm Cyril Froppingham, your new assistant. Come to aid you in this petulance-ridden, snake-infested, bug-crawling jungle.
I think I'm funny.
Very glad to know.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. It's certainly good to, here we are.
Why?
Oh, well,
Welcome to the island, Frothingham.
thank you. Don't call me Frothingham, call me Cyril, won't you?
Thank you, sir. Let's have a drink, shall we?
All right, Al.
Here we are. Right. Welcome to the island of Pango.
Pango? I thought it was Pango Pango.
It's not half the island it used to be.
To England.
To England.
Oh, that's very touching. Do you always do that when you drink to England?
No, that's not for England. That's for heartburn. That stuff will kill you.
I see what you mean. Look at you. Shame. The famous Dr. Throckmorton, a drunken sot. Hold up in this place. What keeps you here, old man?
I am Tandaleo.
What was your question again, old boy?
I said, what keeps you here, but forget it.
You have gifts for Tandaleo.
You thieving wench,
You
no.
have gifts for
I have nothing more but this
Tandaleo.
gold watch.
Oh, gifts
No,
for Tandaleo.
I'll not part with it for anything. It was given me by my grandfather when he left the British Museum. You can't have it, you wench. Nothing can make you. Oh, well, grandfather'd understand.
Now, that's what I call a Timex.
Let's have a drink on that.
Yes. Oh, for heaven's sakes, look at you. Look at you. What a ghastly sight. Dr. Marion Throckmorton.
I beg your pardon. Marion is my brother. I'm Vivian.
Well, anyway, look at you, old man. What a terrifying sight. Once the foremost entomologist in the Royal Museum. Have you forgotten the vow you took to bring back the rare Guna butterfly?
It's just Guna butterfly now.
Guna?
Yeah, not half the butterfly it used to be.
The sound of the flapping wings of the Guna. I'll get it. I'll get it. I'll get it.
Oh, I do hope the poor beggar gets it. It could save his career.
He no get Guna. Maybe Guna get him. Island strange place. Make man do strange things.
You shan't do to me what you did to poor old Throckmorton. You won't change me. I'm one man who will always remain a little bit of England. You never destroy me. Never. You're wasting your time.
Can you think of a better way?
Butterfly. I've been out all night. What a terrible night. It's made a wreck of me.
It didn't do me too much good either.
Well, Frothingham, I see the island and Tondaleo have gotten to you, too.
Don't call him Frothingham. Call him Frot, him not half the man him used to be.
Oh, boy. Together we can accomplish it. We will get that Guna butterfly. We must do it tonight. It's the last night of the full moon, old man. We must get it. Come, let us go out and do this hibernation for 6 years.
If that is so, we had better sober up. Tondaleo, hot tea and lots of it. We have a butterfly to catch.
But first, you wench, give your man a kiss.
How dare you? Tondaleo is mine.
What are you, jungle jolly?
Tandaleo
Tandaleo belong you.
You bet.
I poison his tea.
I tell you, she's mine.
Tandaleo belong you. I poison his tea. Tandaleo get tea.
Well, Frumpy, old boy, have a chair.
Yes, yes, yes. Yes.
Little does he realize, but he's had it.
Little does he realize, but he's had it.
Little do they realize that Tandaleo's gonna knock them both off. Tandaleo bring tea. Oh, there go Guna Butterfly.
Where?
There.
Oh? Where?
I see nothing.
Tandaleo pour tea.
To Tandaleo, the most helpful girl in the island.
You do the best you can.
To England.
Oh, boat is coming, bringing handsome new Englishmen. And Tandaleo, get ready for a handsome Englishman.
Sock in hand. Slap in hand.
Good devils. Done in by this pestilent-ridden, snake-infested, bug-crawling jungle. I wonder what kept them here.
I am Tandaleo.
What was your question again? I said I wonder what kept you here. But forget it.
Show business has had many changes since the days of burlesque. But one thing remains constant: the warm-hearted, generous, and talented human beings who are dedicated to this business. I'd like you to help me say goodnight to 3 of them, and they to you. Ladies and gentlemen, the fabulous Jerry Lewis.
The beautiful Shirley Jones. And Lucille Ball. And special thanks to my beloved friend Jimmy Durante, who helped us and took time to lay off our hands. And to my buddy and my partner, Sheldon Leonard, who played the candy butcher for us.
So now we march, but who knows when? Maybe we'll go again to the wonderful, beautiful, wonderful world.
This is Danny Thomas again. Next week, Bob Hope will be back with another comedy special starring Jack Benny, Janet Leigh, Nancy Wilson, and special guest star Bing Crosby.